Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Aliyaka Spor Salonu Arena in Bandırma, Turkey. It's Banvit versus Petrol Olimpija from Slovenia. It's game day 2 action in Group C. The 2017-2018 Basketball Champions League. Both teams looking for their first victory in this year's tournament, having lost last week in contrasting styles. Petrol Olimpija losing in regulation to Strasbourg 83-69, and Banvit losing an epic triple overtime against Venezia 108-101. So the close games continue in this group. Venezia losing this week against AEK in overtime by 2. The Banvit game, and then 2 others also in Group C. Crowd really filling up here in Turkey. They're really up for this after their epic loss last week, which was quite extraordinary action. They are ready for another edition of the Basketball Champions League. Both teams desperate to get off to their winning ways. And here's the table. Umara Venezia at the top, and 6th is Banvit, 7th is Petrol Olimpija, both without a win. Movistar Estudiantes and Juventus Utina at the bottom. As we're looking at the Olimpija team warming up, both teams getting themselves ready. Here is the Petrol Olimpija, and this is their roster. Look out for Jordan Morgan and Devin Oliver. They're both having strong seasons. And as we look at the Banvit team, Banvit with Adonis Thomas. He had 25 points and 5 rebounds last week. Jake Ogden, Tony Taylor and Angelo Calero. Just keep an eye out for those guys. And Gasper Vidmar, of course, the Eurobasket champion this summer with Slovenia. There is Morgan of Olimpija. Both teams also having contrasting schedules at home and success in their domestic leagues. Olimpija are 2-2 in the Adriatic League, on 1-0 in their domestic Slovenian Premier League, whereas Banvit are yet to win in the Turkish League, 0-2, and they lost by 3 at home at the weekend following the triple overtime loss in Italy. Wonder how much that loss did take it out of their team. Olimpija from Slovenia, huge basketball tradition, formerly called Union Olimpija, and they're the European Cup champions 1993, 1994, where they beat the Spanish club Tigres. Come across to the Champions League. It's a big coup to be able to get this team on board, and they will be desperately looking for their first win of Group C here in the Basketball Champions League 2017-2018. As the teams are introduced to the crowd, let me remind you about the basketball app. As we see the Banvit starting 5. There's Calero, the Banvit. Thompson, Jonas Thompson, 24-year-old American, being introduced, and the crowd are really getting revved up now as their home team, Banvit, are introduced to the crowd. Great to see families and young people out here. There's Tony Taylor coming through, Calero and Burkattar, the last three coming out for the home team, Banvit. There's coach Sasa Filipovsky and Gasper Okorn shake hands. Now the teams shake hands at midcourt. We're just a few minutes away from the Basketball Champions League game day 2. There's our referees just signalling 3 minutes to go. These are our referees from Ukraine. Chebyshev Sergei from Poland, Malashevsky Mashek. This is the Olympiaha starting 5. Castrati, Rejovic, Oliver, Span. There is the coach, Okorn Gaspar. He won the Slovenian League and Cup last season with Olympiaha. And he was also an assistant at Olympiaha in 06-07. Here's the Banvit starting 5. Tolga Gesim, and Altenig. There is the Banvit coach, Sasa Filipovsky. Banvit since last season. He won the Turkish Cup last year. He's won 2 Slovenian leagues, and 1 Polish league, and he was the assistant coach with CSKA Moscow in 2010. So he has plenty of big game experience. And this certainly is a huge game early on in Group C. Both teams desperate for a win. Both teams steeped in basketball history in European competition. I can just mention the Basketball Champions League app. It's a great app. It'll keep you up to date with all the goings on in this season's Basketball Champions League. It's free. I thoroughly recommend you download it. As we just see Jake Odom there listening in to his coach's final instructions. Let's see if we can pick some of this up. So here we go, just a few moments away. We've got 6th place Banvit versus 7th place Petrol Olimpija. Nearly got a full house here in Berderma. Huge hotbed of European basketball, Turkey. And Banvit are very much part of that, winning the Turkish Cup last year. which obviously helped greatly in getting them into the Basketball Champions League. This time round, should be an absolute perler of a game. If it's for Banvit, they'll be hoping to get this done in regulation time, but as Venezia found out yesterday after their triple overtime win last week against Banvit, this time they were on the wrong end of a loss in overtime again. So here we go, Radulovic versus Eurobasket winner Kasper Vidmar. Here we go, we're off and running. It's Banvit versus Petrol Olimpija. Shot is up, and it's good for Olimpija. Strati with the shot there, nice looking three from the top. Banvit are behind early. Nice ball movement. And the three's no good. In the corner this time. And Petrol Olimpija have come out firing big time. Jan Span from the corner there. He was quiet last week with only 2 points. He's already exceeded that Champions League early season high. He's on 3 points straight off, and it's a 6-0 run. There's still just over a minute gone in the first quarter. Here come Olimpija. Valero dribbling right down the middle. Pump fake there. Now shot from the other corner is good for three. Angelo Calero. Italian and American. Born in California. Italian parenthood. Back out to Castrati. Apologies, Horovat. Gregor Horovat. Solid game last week against Strasbourg, 13 points, 5 assists. He'll be looking for something maybe even bigger this week. And that's a fantastic fast break by Castrati. Nice pass inside, and Vidmar catches it off the bounce pass and just drops it over the front of the rim. Vidmar at 6'11". Nice bounce pass inside, just too much to handle. The quick finish. And he's fouled, so he goes to the line. Banvit just easing their way back into the contest. Vidmar misses the free throw. Back out to Horovat. Good defense from Vidmar at 6'11". He moves so well. Deep three from Jan Span. Marty just putting pressure on the inbounds. Vidmar. Tony Taylor drives to the basket. It's a foul on Arovat. Clearly see the foul. He's just trying to still, he poked the ball away, but just got the arm of Taylor. Valero, nice pass. And Vidmar this time with the left-hand finish. It's his second spell at Banvit. He was loaned out here when he was on a long-term contract with Fenerbahce. Radjulovic manages to regain control of the ball after the nice pass underneath. Back. And the three is good. Tony Taylor. Untitled to get the ball really quick down the other end. Vidmar just colliding and causing the foul. Span. Radjulovic setting the screen. He's going to try again. Nice screen. Wrap around pass to the corner. It's no good. Cross-court pass. Valero. Canol to Nick. And Canol. Two underneath for Olimpija. It's a long way out. Arovat. And that is an air ball, and the crowd will be letting him know that. Banvit 71% field goals. Olimpija 57% early. Pretty efficient shooting as the ball goes in. So Vidmar, he's stepped on the line, trying to spin baseline. He's saying to the ref, I was pushed. An offensive foul called on the screen. Let's have a look. It's just moved into the screen. Radjulovic. This is the dribble step back three by That's an unbelievable slam by Vidmar. Let's look at this again. Gasper Vidmar just throws it down. And now the three by Gessim. And it's a timeout for Petrol Olimpija. Banvit, who were behind 6-0 early, have really stepped it up. Nice pull-up jump shot. Let's listen into the Banvit timeout.
Just on the rush. He fast break, super, go. Yeah, but he flat offense. All force game, don't rush. Last 10 seconds, don't rush. Don't cover. For first five, step up, quick. No, don't go out.
Now blue was like this. He come, shoot open before inside. On the other side. We attack only one pick and roll.
Hey, when we try, swing it to me and we'll go to the other side.
The crowd really getting into this. Playing the role of the sixth man, and it's helped Banvit to get back into this game. At the moment, they're in control. It's Petrol Olimpija's turn to respond. That's sloppy play. A 17-4 run, Banvit, at the moment, after being 6-0 down, and they forced the turnover without too much defence. That was Doman Lorbeck. 6 points and 2 rebounds last week in the loss. And another huge dunk by Vidmar. He's such a huge presence in the middle. Traditional big man. Great attitude, and that's his second big slam of the game. And he steps out on the defence, on the pick and roll. Just his activity and presence there, causing Spam and Morgan to miscommunicate, and the wraparound pass is thrown out of bounds. The bounce pass yet again, splitting the D. Defence just turned their head for a sec. Vidmar is a man mountain in there. Must have got so much confidence after winning Eurobasket this summer for his beloved Slovenia. And a nice floating 2 points for Angelo Pulero. And Banvit are scoring from all areas. And Petrol Olimpija got to stop the bleeding. Almost another turnover. Devin Oliver in the game. Shot clock's running down. Step through. Thrown up. Petrol Olimpija are looking very shaky. They've played 2 games since their loss against Strasbourg. Both on the road and both wins. Whereas Banvit lost by 3 over the weekend in the Turkish Super League. Another pick and roll. This time, Vidmar not able to capitalise. No offensive rebounds for either team yet. The way Banvit have been shooting in this run, they haven't needed them. Ball kicked out into the corner. Penetration. Nice pass. Nice pass on the baseline. Penetration and pass. And Kulik, Polish international, who's just come into the game. He's called for the foul. Clear foul. He played in Eurobasket this summer, where he averaged 10 points per game and 5 rebounds. So solid individual as Altenig. Comes off for Banvit, getting a well-earned rest. Evan Oliver at the line. Strong game last week, 11 points, 4 rebounds and 2 steals. In the loss against Strasbourg. Full court pressure. Doman Lawback. Odom. Odom, great ball movement for Banvit, but good closing out. And the runner is good. Great touch by number 1 Adonis Thompson. It's a really nice play. Back comes Petrol Olimpija. Jordan Morgan. A nice strong move himself. Just running down to 30 seconds remaining in the first quarter. It's been a good one here, especially for Banvit after their slow start. Kulik backing down, spins, and scores, and he's given the 2 points. And he'll go to the line. He's a solid player, quick spin move, nice balance, he gets the body contact, spins around Morgan, drops it down. They've got a lot of weapons here, Banvit, as we see Morgan's offensive play on the previous possession. So 21 seconds remaining in the first. And Kulik can extend the lead to 12 points, which he does. Petrol Olimpija can hold for the final shot of the quarter, if they so wish. Good pressure from Odom. Kulik, that's his second foul. He's coming a long way out. The big Polish international at 6'9". Out of 5.3 seconds. Oliver with the inbound. And Morgan. Big rebound by Calero. Morgan had a chance for a last second 2-pointer, but it was no good. And Calero and Odom, Kulik. It's a great job there from Banvit. Really good team performance. As the bench players came in, no drop off. And it's 26-14 at the end of the first quarter to Banvit. Here's some game statistics. 80% Banvit from 2-point range, 60% from 3, only 50% from free throws. That is exceptional. Olimpija, 40% from 3-point range. That was the 2 they made in the first minute or so. They have dropped off since then. Here's some highlights from the first half. Here's the early 3 from Castrati. And then followed up by Span. That was 6-0, but then back came Banvit. Calero, who's a nice player inside and out. Really nice left-handed layup finish. Great fundamentals. And then Vidmar started to exert pressure on the other end, as we see Radulovic. And the dribble, step back 3. And then the alley-oop by Vidmar. Big, strong, powerful player. Really high pick and roll there. A nice 3 by Vergeshin. And then the bounce pass, and in rhythm big slam by Vidmar. Well, the Banvit crowd have really been enjoying certainly the 8 minutes of that first quarter after they went down early. Let's see how we go as we are in second quarter action here, the Basketball Champions League. Kulik trying that spin move again. Just slightly more difficult as he had to fade away. Oliver, left-handed jump hook is good. It's 4 points for Oliver. Vidmar. Taylor. Oh, Vidmar, nice fake, and he just throws it up. Nice job by Jake Odom from the US of A. Morgan passes and then sets the screen. Shot's a bit long. And Calero really active. And here comes Banvit. And this time it's Adonis Thomas. Just dribbles up, pulls up, unguarded, knocks down the two. He's up to 4 points. 2 of 2. Oliver. Rocco pads him in for Petrol Olimpija. High floating shot from Taylor. Jake Odom playing defence very tightly, too tightly for the liking of the officials, and he picks up the foul around half court. Let's just see this, he's Gregor Havrat was just moving past him. Pads him in bounds. High off the glass. Span misses, but Morgan's in there, putting pressure on the Slovenian defence, and that's a push from Angelo Calero. Calero takes a seat. Span. Oliver pads him, dribble, step back, he's just short on the three. And between Kulik. To get the defensive rebound, here is Jake Odom. Taylor battles in. Banvit. Odom. Battle just inside the 2 point, but it's long, but that's an offensive rebound for Banvit. Can't make the most of it. Petrol Olimpija. The ball down, shots up, and it's good from Morgan. Nice defensive play by Petrol Olimpija. Morgan is going to the basket strong. And that's a hard defensive foul. And Morgan will go to the line for 2 points, 2 shots. That's much better by Petrol Olimpija. So let's see this. Jake Odom gets caught up in the air. And that's the first block. Kulik committing the foul. He'll have to go and sit. Back comes Vidmar. Morgan knocks down the free throw. Now we've got some full court pressure from Olimpija. Radiovic is back in. Just trying to break the game up. Odom. Dribble penetration. Inside to Vidmar. And there's a whistle. Definite foul. And Rocco Badzim, he didn't want that. He didn't want Vidmar to be able to just catch, turn and go up there for a potential 2 points and maybe a foul in the act of shooting. Yes, him. A lot of dribbling. Outside. And the three's missed, and here comes Petrol Olimpija to reduce the... And they're back into their shooting ways as they were earlier, and Jan Spam has knocked down a three. And the league is back to 8. Just approaching halfway in the second quarter. Nice move by Adonis. Thomas, crossover, going baseline and just knocks down the short jump shot. Span kicks it into the corner. But good steal there. Good defensive block by Radjulovic, protecting the ring. Let's just see this. Attempted alley-oop initially. Matahan, Akel. Getting his shot blocked. So it's inbound from the baseline. Odom to Thomas. Back to Thomas. He's going round the outside. High screen. Back out Odom. Long range three is just off. Good rebound again. Gaspar Vidmar. Let's have a look. It's great position, doing all his work. Before the shot went up. And the ref just having a quiet word with Gaspar. He's had a little bit to say to the refs. But also there is a cut to his eye, there is some blood just below his left eye. Vidmar with 8 points, 4 of 5 from 2-point range, 80%, great return of stats. He's going to have to sit. Back comes Kulik with 2 personal fouls, so he's going to have to be careful. Kulik knocks down the first of the free throws earned for the team by Vidmar, and he knocks down both. That's a nice job, coming off the bench unexpectedly. He knocks down the 2 shots. Morgan. Petrol Olimpija have got to try and climb back into this game. Nice spin move and left hand, but it's too flat and too long. Banvit pushing the ball down the floor. Kulik. Out to Odom. Inside to Kulik. Shot clock running down. Kulik into his his favourite spot. He made the first one, but he's missed his last two from that area. Just again fading away slightly. The one he made, he just went straight up. Again, he's bounced off Morgan, but it's a tougher shot having to fade away. The crowd here in Burma absolutely loving the Basketball Champions League as we have a timeout called by Petrol Olimpija. Let's listen in.
Nobody even close to one problem. Diego Asia, put the pressure. We need defense.
Banvit have called off slightly there on the 2 points. 11 of 18 now, 61%. Nothing really to call between the rebounds. Not a lot of offensive rebounds, so good boxing out and activity by the defensive teams as we see some highlights from the second quarter. It's the block by Devon Oliver. The three from Jan Span. And the crossover by Adonis Thompson. Back in, and it's Olimpija ball. They trail by 12. 3 minutes 40 remaining in the first half. And that's a nice quick play by Drazen Bujnic, the 31-year-old Croatian, comes straight in the game and straight onto the score sheet. Calero, they with a wonderful move. He's fouled, uses the contact, drops the ball in over his defender. Knocks it down for a three-point play. So Banvit keeping Petrol Olimpija at bay here in Turkey. Span still dribbling. Morgan with a strong play, grabbing the ball, taking it off the Banvit defender and knocking it down with his left hand. Just a little shot. Here we go. Let's look at this. He's taking it away from Vidmar. Great play, taking it away from their big man, from Banvit's big man. From the other angle, rips it. Vidmar's down, and once he's down, Morgan takes it strong to the hoop with his left hand. More pressure from Olimpija, just changing up the defenses, trying to get something going, trying to eat into this Banvit lead, which at the moment is at 11 and still is. Brat, Morgan. He's going to go one-on-one against Vidmar, twisting and turning. Calero with another rebound. Thomas. Calero cross-court, wide open. Odom just can't make the most of that. He won't be any more open tonight in this game. Ovrat. Looked inside for the bounce pass, Bujnic. Taylor looking to come back in the game. And it's a timeout here at the home court of Banvit in Turkey. And it's a Banvit timeout. Vidmar there, as you can see, still getting tended to by the doctor. There's some game leaders for Banvit. Calero, 10 points, 5 rebounds. And Geshin, 3 assists. So Calero carrying on his good play from last week, where he had 10 points, 12 rebounds. Fouled out. His problem, Calero, is his free throws. Only shot 25% last week. And the game leaders for Olympiaja, Morgan 7 points, Morgan 4 rebounds, and Span with 3 assists. They've just got to find a spark, Petrol Olimpija. Since that early start, they've just been slightly flat. Banvit at the moment are taking full advantage. There's just 2 minutes remaining. They certainly want to be under double digits. If they're still behind, Petrol Olimpija will want to be certainly under double digits, as we look at the back of Morgan, who's had a strong game for them. He's 7 points and 4 rebounds. Taylor, and nice pass from Vidmar. Not only can he finish strong, he's got a real nice touch. And Calero movement out the ball on the baseline. The thankful recipient from the Vidmar assist. They're up to 12 points. Move by Morgan is no good. And there's a foul by Hovrat. Maybe a frustration foul there, wanting to stop the fast break, but things have been tough for the visitors. Again, just stopping Banvit. Look at this catch, immediate bounce pass. Calero knew it was coming if he moved. And look at that move by Vidmar again, way above the hoop. He just followed in. The layup miss by Taylor, and he just slammed it down again. That's 3 slams for Vidmar. And Petrol Olimpija just cannot get on track here in the second quarter. They're 15 down now, just approaching 30 seconds remaining. Taylor just slows it down. And there, a nice move. And Vidmar again, all 5 of the Petrol Olimpija defenders just standing still, they're static. The only player moving in that key was in green, and it was Gasper Vidmar. Dangerous moments for the visitors from Slovenia. Devin Oliver. Shot from the corner is good for Span on the buzzer. Could that be the impetus they need to take in to the second half? Let's just see it again. Nice shovel pass out. Catch shoot as the time was running down. And as the players leave the court at half time, Banvit are in control. And they lead 43-29. Turkish fans must be very happy at what they've been seeing, especially after the slow start from Banvit. As we look at some of the stats, 62% 2 points, 35% 2 points for Olympiaja. Big difference there. 5 rebound advantage for Banvit. 7 turnovers as well for Olympiaja, a little bit sloppy. Just the 1 block for Olympiaja. the game leaders. Cagliari with another strong performance for Banvit, 12.6 rebounds, and Span is the high man for Olimpija with 9 points, Morgan with 4 rebounds. Cagliari's also got the 1 steal. He's the real standout player, along with Vidmar, who has been outstanding. He's also got 12 points for Banvit. Morgan has 7 for Olimpija. So Banvit really spreading the minutes around and the scoring and the workload. A lot of good play all around the Banvit team. And they look in pole position to take victory if they can keep this good play going, as we see some highlights from the first half as Angelo Cagliari just kicks us off with them, showing he can score from outside and inside. And this was a nice left-hand fast break layup. Just called it and finished, going into his steps. Cagliari couldn't do anything about that. That was Erhon Castrati. And there's the Vidmar slam. We'll see that a few times on the highlights over the coming days. Such a smart player, Vidmar. We'll leave you with the highlights from the first half. Don't go anywhere. We've got Champions League action, Banvit versus Petrol Olimpija, coming up very soon. See you shortly. Welcome back to Bodrum in Turkey. The Basketball Champions League. Game day 2. We're at half-time between Banvit and Petrol Olimpija of Slovenia. It's been a good first half for the home team. After an initial slow start where they went 6-0 behind, they've never looked back after taking the lead early in the first quarter. And some great play from Angelo Calaro and Eurobasket winner Gasper Vidmar in particular have put Banvit in a strong position. We're here, as I say, at half-time. The teams are just going through their final warm-ups. As we see, Jordan Morgan, who's had a good first half for the visitors. The crowd have been entertained with some big dunks from Gasper Vidmar. And some good shooting from the home team. Just before the buzzer at the end of the first half, Jan Span knocked down a 3 to reduce the arrears to 14. As we see Young, see Burkhatar from Banvit. And we're very close to restarting here. Petrol Olimpija will be really wanting to get off to a flying start as they did at the start of the first quarter, knocking down 2 early threes, but that seemed to wake Banvit up, and Banvit have been in control on the whole for the most of that first half, scoring 43 points and keeping Olimpija to just the 29, which is a good defensive effort. There's the crowd expectantly waiting for the start of the second half. Lots of families in tonight, lots of young people, which is great for the promotion of basketball in Turkey. It's just massive in this part of Europe, as of course in Slovenia. Top for Slovenia, with the national team winning Eurobasket in such fantastic fashion earlier in the summer in Turkey, of course. So here we go, second half action, Basketball Champions League. If you've not got the Basketball Champions League app yet, I suggest you download it immediately. All the information you need about this year's tournament and the players and the teams and all the news. One of the players who's at the fore, certainly, of the Petrol Olimpija, just knocks down a 2. And that is Jordan Morgan. 9 points for him. Now Petrol need to get a stop. Petrol Olimpija. Nice play from Elero. He's real quick from outside and he's strong inside as well, as he showed on a nice post-up move, inside-outside dribble there. No issue going into the heart of that defence and picking up the foul. And that's Lilbeck's first foul. Vidmar putting it on the floor, kicking to the corner. His three-pointer is long. Geshin. But Vidmar again, big rebound, quick outlet, 2-on-1, perfect execution. Vidmar with such a quick outlet, ball never touched the floor. Any aspiring young players, that's how you run a fast break, with a real quick outlet from Vidmar. Altinic with his first 2 points. Nice play from Banvit there. Olympiaja, Morgan to Span. Kevin Oliver goes one way, spins back, right-handed finish. There's the whistle, just have to see what actually might have been a travel as he span. Thomas, my apologies. Tony Taylor. Taylor jump stop, little jump hook, real strong move there from Tony Taylor. Morgan. Morgan trying to catch it with one hand. And it's another 2-on-1 break. And Banvit making the most of that advantage. Great little alley-oop. It's Calero again, he's everywhere on the floor for this team. And it's a quick timeout. And Olympiaja have got to sort this out and quick. They've got to get back in transition on defence. That's two-on-one advantages in transition that Banvit have been able to execute.
Yeah, we need high concentration. Please focus. We must play to control the rhythm. They can turn to slow and fast break, yeah? So we must spend 4 small fouls, and we must rebound. As we said, they're trying to play. Hey, excellent defense on Orbe. Go with him on stand-up. On offense.
Yeah, Coach Filipovski just reminded his team of they've got to keep playing defence and rebound. They've had a couple of easy 2-on-1 plays from a quick outlets. He's just reminding them of the gritty stuff they've got to do. Real good timeout. He knows his team are on a good roll. So Vidmar, Calero there. Banvit now 18 ahead. What can Petrol Olimpija do as Span? Oliver into Morgan. And he's fouled as he bounces the ball. Angelo Calero. He got the ball, but he also raked across the arm. Span. Defended by Taylor. Robrat. Morgan from just above the free throw line, and he knocks down the 18-footer. Just to silence the crowd. Now a bit of full court pressure. And high elbows there, right in the nose. That's Geshim. Just a bit surprised there, I think, that he was trapped. Olimpija have got to try things, and he's just run that elbow right across Ovrat's face. See it again. It's the left elbow. It's good defense, brave defense there, and they get a quick turnover. See what they can conjure up off this out-of-bounds play. Morgan with the screen. Oliver. Ovrat. Oliver, jump shot for three is good. So good defense leads to great offense with that three. Now they're just 13 behind. Still long, long way to go. Good defense from Oliver. Banvit with their own. Out of bounds play, and the jump shot is good from Calera. He's scoring from all angles. Outstanding performance by the young man. 16 points, 7 of 9 field goals. Span, that's a foul. Taylor with the, just moved his hip out. Let's see it. He's running, trying to run Span down, but too much contact. That's the nice mid-range jump shot there from Calero. That's Taylor's first foul for Banvit. Nazarovat has to come out. He's got blood just above, or in between the eyebrows there. It's brave defence, but he's going to have to get cleaned up. Out of bounds play. Morgan, hands off to Span. High screen. Morgan ducks to the bucket. Good defence though from Vidmar. Excellent defence, not taking the fake at all, Vidmar. Geshin wanting obviously possession to be with Banvit. Let's just see this. Geshin. It's an absolutely correct call. Inbounds. Span, high screen from Morgan. Span's open for the three. Misses. And Badzim with the rebound. Vidmar with the high screen, but doesn't use it. Rolls, and here comes a nearly, I thought it was going to be a big slam, but good hands from Olympiaha. And Span just got in too deep there to make that pass. Could have just made the pass about now, before that bounce. As soon as he did that, it allowed Vidmar to get back. Let's just see that what was going to be another highlight reel, but Vidmar lost possession as he went up for the dunk. There's a whistle there before the ball could be inbounded. Morgan, Castrati, Oliver, just short on the long three, and away come Banvit. And the foul as foul on Span. As Taylor went to the basket, he missed the layup, but it's a foul on Span. Coach Filipovsky keeping a very stern demeanour, even though his team are 15 up. That won't help his demeanour. And coach having Gasper Olkorn having words with Gregor Hovrat, who really want him back in the game as soon as possible. Taylor makes the second. And we're halfway through the third quarter. Morgan, Castrati, Lorbeck. So Oliver inside to Morgan, played by Vidmar, and that was enough for him to miss the shot. But Morgan this time on the move, catches up fakes. Vidmar does bite for the fake, and he finishes with the left hand. Nice play for Morgan, can finish with either hand. A real good weapon for Petrol Olimpija inside. That's up 13 points now. 6 of 13 for Morgan. Cagliari misses. Oliver has to kick it back out to Morgan. High screen, ducks. Cross court to Castrati. Good look, it's just long. The span. Altenig, Calero. Back to Calero, he's going to shoot that, I would think. He was more open than he thought, and the defence never came out. That's sloppy from Petrol Olimpija. They're in a bit of a hole here. 18 points for Calero. There's good defence there by Can Altenig. There's Vidmar, takes a seat, solid performance again for him. He's back home now where he was born, in Ljubljana, playing for his hometown club. Nice hesitation and finish by Castrati. Now a bit of full court pressure. Still a long way to go. Ball's loose. And that's sloppy from Geshin. And Jake Odom back in, and Tony Taylor taking a rest. Taylor with 6 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. That's good defense by Kulik. Just angling the drive off, so he couldn't wrap that pass around. Let's just see it, Spans trying to get through. Well, it's good play by Kulik and also by Adonis Thomas, who ripped the ball loose. Radulovic, hands off. Badzim. Outside to Oliver, who's all alone for 3. Yes! Count it. Devin Oliver for 3. They desperately needed that. And just like that, we're down to an 11-point game. Great resilience shown by the visitors from Slovenia. The league champions for last year, now they're trapping at half court. Good step through from Banvit. Yeah, Can Altenig with a really smart step through the double team there. Here's the foul. Yeah. Castrati was out of position and he had to reach. As we see Devin Oliver's smooth three-point stroke. Just approaching 2 minutes remaining in the third. We've got a good ball game here. In Bandırma, Turkey. That's Radulovic. That is his third foul for Olimpija. Good trap there. Great job, and here comes coast to coast. Gregor Hovrat back in the game after the elbow to the head earlier in the quarter. And just like that, it's a 9-point lead. Timeout Banvit. Now Sasa Filipovski, a huge timeout for him and his team. He's got to get them back on track. Let's listen in. Yeah, Banvit have really gone cold from three-point area, 3 of 12. Much better for Olimpija. Here's some highlights. Calero, and this was Span. And a nice up and under and left-hand finish. Vidmar, I think because Morgan was on the move when he caught it. And a little push shot from Calero. Now it's end-line possession for Banvit. More pressure up the floor. This is really good effort from Olimpija. They've had 2 games in the Adriatic League, which they've won, both on the road, since they lost to Strasbourg, and now they've got a second wind almost. So Banvit have got to match it. Calero, great move by Angelo Calero. He's having an excellent game for Banvit. Arobat. Quick, strong move with his left hand. Foul by Adonis Thompson. Tried to get his hands out, but couldn't move his feet quick enough. And Banvit are in foul trouble, which is team fouls, which is going to help Olimpija obviously get to the free throw line now. Any foul committed when they're in possession of the ball, they will go to the foul line. So they knock down those and the clock stops. So good moments at this juncture of the game for Petrol Olimpija. Odom into the corner, catch and shoot by Calero. Oliver to Badzim, to Radulovic. Shot clock running down. Pull up off one leg is good. Nice soft touch for Rocco Badzim. He's had some good minutes for his team coming off the bench. 7-point lead as the seconds clock down in the third. Ball movement, back to Thomas, he drives in, wide open Calero for 3. They miss another one. And the ball's loose. It's about a second differential between the game clock and the shot clock. Olimpija will want to run this down and get as good a look as they can. High screen, Radulovic. Pull up again, it's a block shot by Kaluga. Block shot by Kulig. Let's just see the action here. Yeah, nice. Well, that's the block by Kulig. Just Badzim trying, but it has been called as a foul. There was some body contact. My apologies. With both teams in team fouls. Banvit now down the other end, and Odom can increase the lead. Shot clock running down. Not sure if that would have counted from Thomas. But that's the end of the third quarter. A much better effort by the visitors. Olimpija. Banvit still with their noses in front. 58-49. Here's the game stats. 68% for Banvit from 2, 41% for Olimpija. 3 from 14. for threes, 21% for Banvit. They're struggling in that department, but the crowd are not struggling at all. Young and old, boys and girls, they are loving watching their hometown Banvit team. The noise has been relentless, and everyone's having a lot of fun here watching the Basketball Champions League. It's game day 2 in Turkey. Just looking at some highlights from the excellent Angelo Claro. Just a strong dribble. He can catch and shoot, he can put it on the floor, he can knock down the threes, finish on the break. He's a real good all-court player, the Italian-American. Standing at 6'8", very agile player, and he is the player of the game statistically at the moment with 20 points. He's 1 of 5 from 3, 8 of 9 from 2, and he's 1 of 1 from the 100% line, 100% from the free throw line. And here's some highlights for Petrol Olimpija. That's Morgan, a long-range jump shot, just nice and simple. And Oliver inside to Morgan. Up fake, finish. He can finish with either hand. So a real tough assignment. Because he caught that on the move, he got Vidmar going, sliding one way. Then he was able to set the fake up and go the other way, slightly quicker on the foot speed. So here we are, Basketball Champions League into the final quarter, possibly, but as Banvit know, after a triple overtime last week, you can't assume anything here in the Basketball Champions League. Let's hope we're in for a cracker. Early whistle on Castrati. Taylor, again, that's 2 quick fouls for Olimpija. That's bad him. Smart play from Taylor, just using his ball handling skill and speed to put pressure on the Olimpija guards. That's 2 fouls on Badzim. High screen from Vidmar. Thomas from the corner. Calera, great rebound from Vidmar. 3 players around him. Long 3, it's good! For Taylor, Tony Taylor with the 3. Just what Banvit needed. He's up to 9 points and he's 100% from behind the arc. Badzim. Oliver. That's through the hands of Morgan. Ball's loose and again. All a bit crazy, and Morgan for the slam. Some crazy play there, but Petrol Olimpija won't mind. Vidmar couldn't quite stop the outlet, and Morgan just caught the ball, 1 power dribble, and slams it home to keep Olimpija in touch with the hometown Banvit. It's going to be a real test for Banvit. The disappointment of last week. They lost by 3 at home at the weekend. Now they're back in a relatively close battle here with a Slovenian team that also lost last week but won their 2 domestic games or Adriatic League games since their loss last week. There's a foul from Morgan, a long way from the basket, but they are trying to push things. They're trying to force the issue. He just stood up slightly out of his position, defensive position, and that's a big foul. That's his 3rd foul. I'm sure Banvit will be trying to go at him. Vidmar with the screen and roll. Altenig driving to the basket and blocked by Morgan, who looks down at him when he's on the floor. So for Morgan's sake, he didn't say anything, and that would be an automatic technical. Nice block there as he came in from behind. And it's possession to Petrol Olimpija. Castrati inbounds. That's him. Handling the ball against Taylor. Morgan. Nice back cut. Beautiful move from Petrol Olimpija. Great step towards the ball high. Quick change of direction and perfect bounce pass. Excellent execution of the back cut. And Gregor Hovrat with the layup, and they're asking for the intentional foul. Not sure that was if the foul was that strong. And he gets the shooter's roll. And we're down to a 7-point lead for Banvit basketball. Hovrat, nice exchange there between the ref and him. As we look at the free throw percentage, Olimpija 6 of 7, Banvit 7 of 9. So good execution from the charity stripe from both teams tonight. I'm sure they'd like to be going to the line a lot more. Taylor. Valero. A long three, just missed by Geshim, but a rebound, ball's loose, and Olimpija grab the ball off the floor. Arovat for three on the opposite side, and it's young. Rocco bads him. He has had some great minutes. What a pass from Hovrat, way outside the three-point line, catch and shoot. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got another Basketball Champions League. Super game. And he says a big thank you to his teammate for spotting him. Time out.
We have 3 small fouls. Against all, patience. Spread them, penetrate between 2. And we need rebound. We need don't move the ball down. Pistol down.
Yeah, that's a real happy huddle there. The Slovenian team, Olimpija, they've just fought so hard. This is a great lesson for teams. However far you're down, never give up. And all of a sudden, they're hitting big shots. None bigger than the shot from Span just there. Great cross-court cut pass from Hovrat. And now it's a 4-point game. And Petrol Olimpija are in the ascendancy, and they're putting some pressure on. Full court. Thomas is back in the game here for Banvit, who've got to regroup and get a foothold in this game. Vidmar inside, there he goes. Got good position on Morgan, who had to foul, otherwise it'd have been a turn and strong finish from the Slovenian Eurobasket 2017 winner. That's Morgan's full foul. Keep an eye on that. Still a long way to go here. 7 minutes. That's a very dangerous pass. Very long pass. Exactly what Olimpija would have wanted. Calero, sort of the release on that out of bounds play, but that ball was in the air for an eternity and nearly got the steal. The Slovenian outfit. Here we go. Taylor to Thomas. Both the Americans on the floor. Pulls up from just inside the free throw line and knocks it down. Nice pull up, hard jump stop, elevates and knocks down the 2. It's a 6-point lead for Banvit. Castrati, Morgan, nice fake, up and under again. That's a really nice move, and Vidmar again. He half bit on the fake, that was enough for Vidmar, who went back the other way with a nice left-handed finish. Very skilled player. Morgan up to 17 points. Valero. Nice hesitation, and the shot is good, just inside the end of the shot clock for Tony Taylor. This game really heating up now. Excellent plays from both teams. Gregor Hovrat. Quick whistle. There's a foul on Hovrat as he started to dribble penetrate. Here he goes off the screen. And he was sandwiched between Vidmar and Geshin. Here's a nice hesitation. Badzin with the close-up went flying by, and nice pull-up jump shot from Taylor. Inside, back outside, but it's a long rebound, and here we go. Geshin was sandwiched by Hovrat, who's pleading his innocence. But he's going to have to take the foul, so Geshin on the run. Badzin was in close attendance as well. That's his full foul as well. So all Petrol Olimpija's courage and determination to get back in this game. Two of their most influential players are one foul away from being fouled out. Geshin, 5 assists tonight. That's a good effort on sharing the basketball. But he's missed both those free throws. And Petrol Olimpija have a chance to reduce the arrears. Morgan. Lorbeck's in the game to Oliver. Ball's loose. Great job by Vidmar. Just diving on that ball that was up for grabs, and he knocked it out, but great effort from Gasper Vidmar. 12 points and 8 rebounds. Solid performance from the big Slovenian. And the shot's up just before the shot clock expires. And that's not a great offense for the visitors. Just wiping some moisture off the court. Just over 5 minutes remaining. Full court pressure by Badzim. And a strong move by young Geshin. And none of the Slovenians, Olympiaka, reacted, and it's a layup for 2 points. Just catch, dribble left hand, and just drops it over the top. Morgan on 5 fouls. and Hovrat. They didn't want to commit a foul there, and there's the problem. No help came, and it's Petrol Olimpija timeout. Let's listen in to Coach O'Corn. There's some of the stats from the game so far. Hope you're enjoying it. It's been a real good contest. There's the rebound duel between the two teams. Banvit with a couple of more offensive rebounds, but pretty close in that those categories. Coaches really earning their money here. Banvit were seemingly in control, and Olimpija got it all the way back to 3 points deficit. And now Banvit have been able to regroup somewhat, and we're back up to an 8-point lead with just over 5 minutes remaining in the Basketball Champions League game day 2. It's Group C action. Hope you're enjoying it here on Live Basketball TV. And don't forget, download the Champions League app, and then you can see highlights like that from Morgan. Left-handed slam, and he whispers something in the ear of the Banvit defender. That's a big-time play. Vidmar catches it down low yet again. Devon Oliver had to foul quick, and he did. And Kulig is coming back in for Banvit. Beautiful bounce pass again from Hovrat, and just catch and finishes over Vidmar. Again, as with Calero on the Banvit side, Morgan finishing in so many different ways, and that was his most eye-catching, right over the top of Vidmar, who's on the free throw line and has got 8 rebounds. But free throws just struggling a little. Devon Oliver, guarded by Calero, now onto. Good defense great defense from Geshim. Shots up, and it's good. Gregor Hovrat, that's a huge shot. Ball knocked loose, but Morgan was able to save it for Olimpija, and Hovrat goes up to 10 points with that 3-pointer. Beautiful fake and spin, individual brilliance from Tony Taylor, double T. Keeps them 6 ahead, Banvit. Oliver to Hovrat. Trying to cut his way past Vidmar and Calero, who are in close attendance. Geshim had his hands on Hovrat. He's got a good effort. He's got a good effort on the innocent face, but he's on 3 fouls. Span. Another quick whistle on the floor. Olimpija are in team fouls. Banvit are 1 away. That's on Tony Taylor, only his second. Hovrat. Oliver. Beautiful spin move from Doman Lorbeck. Really good performance by a lot of these Olimpija players, sharing the scoring and the workload. And we've got a 4-point game with just over 3 minutes remaining. Kulig, just long on the jump shot. He was open at the free throw line, so it was a good look. Span. To Lorbeck. Oliver. Here goes Morgan, pulls loose, bit scrappy, really scrappy. Shot clock running down. And Lorbeck was just out of his range. It's an air ball. Good defence from Banvit. And Adonis Thomas hands the ball to Taylor. It's a 4-point lead for Banvit. It's been a really good game here in the Basketball Champions League. Both teams looking for their first win. Geshin, screen from Kulig. He steps out for the three. Is good from Kulig. He loves that. And that's a huge moment in this game. Nice interaction from Geshin and Kulig, who sets the screen, steps out to the three-point line and knocks it down. And it's time out here. Let's listen into the Olympiaja timeout. Some of the game leaders for Olympiaja: Morgan 19 points, Oliver 6 rebounds, and Hovrak with 6 assists. One of his best being that cross-court pass to Spam for the three a little bit earlier in the quarter. Banvit. Let's listen into coach. Some of Vidmar's couple of Vidmar's dunks, but there's an open court dunk for Morgan as well. And there's a big dunk on Vidmar, and Morgan just telling him about it. Not much respect showed to the Eurobasket champion there. And of course the Turkish Cup winner last year as Morgan, wide open. Again, just slams it home with two hands. He can finish with his left, his right, or two hands, and they're still in touch, just 5 points behind. We're under 2 minutes remaining in the Basketball Champions League, game day 2. Taylor to Thomas. Dangerous pass, but Geshem has got it. He just stepped hard enough to the ball. Taylor through the legs, pulls up. Kulig for a three from the other side. Let's look at the Morgan slam. Kulig couldn't get to him. Lucky not to get the foul there, Kulig. Nearly was contact. High pick and roll from Morgan. Sets the screen the other side. Span, bounce pass, missed. A lot of contact, bodies flying. Let's see which way the ref's going to call it. Kulig underneath gets an arm from Morgan. Morgan is at the line after that series of play. Both teams. And that was a straight left immediately from the release. Both teams in team fouls. Knocks down the second. And good defense from Petrol Olimpija with the steal. Hovrat. Still plenty of time here. Hovrat to Spam, where he knocked down his earlier three. He drives in, and there is contact, and there's a foul on Banvit. Span is... By the way he's lying there, he's indicating some contact with his throat. Let's hope he's okay. Let's just see this. Yeah, Adonis Thompson came across and just poked him right in the area of his Adam's apple. That has got to be painful. That's Thomas's second foul for Banvit. This one is a long way from over, folks. As we know, anything can happen in the Champions League. And it certainly did to Banvit this time last week out in Italy against Venezia. So Span to the line for 2 shots. 61 seconds remaining in regulation. Cooley knocks down the first. Misses the second. Ball's loose. And it's a judge to have come off Span, who was trying to get his own miss. So it's a 1 possession, 3-point game. Pressure up the floor. You've got 8 seconds to get it over the half, which they do. Now they can get into their half-court offense. Tony Taylor just holding the ball. Under 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Loads of time left here in Baderma. Out. Shots from the top is an air ball 3. It's not the possession Coach Flipovoski would have wanted. So the visitors can tie this game with some sort of 3-point play. Morgan, cross court. It's good for 3 from Lorbeck. What a shot from Doman Lorbeck. He's come off the bench. He's had great minutes, and that is his biggest moment. Look at the pass from Morgan, cool as you like. The closeout was coming from Kulik. And Lorbeck knocks it down. What a fantastic game, and what a competition this Basketball Champions League is in its 2nd edition. Timeout, over to Banvit. As we see some of the stats from 2 points and 3 points, 9 of 17 now, Olympiaja. It's 50. That's a really good effort, and that's why they've dragged it all the way back. 19 assists as well, sharing the ball, and none better. Well, then the 3 from Span earlier, cross court from left to right as we look, and then that one from Morgan, sort of in the extended post area, and he found Lorbeck, who coolly knocked the 3 down over Kulig, who was trying to close him out. It's tied at 73 all. Do not go anywhere. Banvit have already been involved last week with an unbelievable triple overtime game. Are we heading that the same way here tonight on their home floor, Baderma in Turkey? Sideline possession. They were able to advance the ball. Banvit inbounding inside. There's a foul from Morgan. That's a huge foul because they're Olympiaja's most influential player is about to be fouled out. Yeah, that was a push on Kulik. Did he need to do that? He just couldn't stop himself. So now Olympiaja seem to have gone really small. With Oliver on the court, obviously Hovrat. Lorbeck, who's going to be the hero from either side, and Kulig. This is both free throws, and now Olympiaja can tie the game, win the game with this final possession. Hovrat inside. It's a beautiful finish from Budnic. Great bounce pass. Banvit with the long inbounds. It's stolen. No, there's a foul. Unbelievable scenes here in Banvit. There was a lot of contact there. The long out of bounds. The long outlet, and the coaches have got to be calmed down. They do not want to be thrown out. Let's see this. It's a long pass. Cooley catches. Oliver did get part of the ball. Look at this wraparound bounce pass to Banvit. That's a wonderful pass and finish. Now Cooley, who's missed his last two, is back at the line again. And he knocks down the first. What drama here in the Basketball Champions League. And he knocks down the second. That's brilliant play from Cooley. And the long shot from the full length of the court, almost just brushing the front of the net. And we've got another overtime thriller coming our way here in the Basketball Champions League. At the end of the fourth quarter, end of regulation, Banvit 75, Petrol Olimpija 75. And Coach Alcorn is being calmed down by his players. His jacket was coming off. This is wonderful entertainment as we look at some of the stats for the four quarters played so far. Olimpija, who's 73% from free throw line. I'm just picking out, in all this excitement, just picking out some of the key stats. Rebounds very close. So with the turnovers, Olimpija had 3 more fouls. Obviously Morgan has gone, which could be key in this 5 minutes stretch of the first overtime. I'm not saying we're only going to have one. Banvit, as I said on many occasions tonight, I've already had 3 overtimes. Let's look at some of the highlights. That was late on in the game, and this is Morgan over to Lorbeck. I love this shot. So, we are about to embark on the first overtime here in Bederma. Banvit with their 4th overtime period in 2 weeks. Must be thinking, what have they got to do to win a game of basketball in this Basketball Champions League? Coach Alcorn, he's trying to fire his players up. What a great job he has done, him and his coaching staff, managing this game, putting them in a 2-point lead. But as I say that, there has been a technical foul awarded against Petrol Olimpija. Is this going to come back to haunt them? Taylor knocks it down. So now, Banvit inbound the ball, and they have a 1-point lead before the quarter actually starts. Three-point misses. Calero's got the rebound. And it's still Banvit ball. So the score still shows 75 as Calero really active underneath. He's been a little bit quiet of late in this game. Geshim backing down. Bads in, turns, misses, but Khalid doing a great job. High screen, Taylor, back out, Geshim, 5 second on the shot clock, 3 second, fade away is good for Tony Taylor. That's a big time clutch shot as Banvit now take a 3-point lead in the first overtime. Hovrat, how much have Olimpija got left in the tank? Shots up, and it's good to tie the game from Drazen Budnic. He gave them the 2-point lead late in the fourth quarter. He's just tied the game in overtime. Out to Adonis Thomas, and Tony Taylor this time is the provider. 3-pointer for Banvit. What a game here in Bandırma, Turkey. I hope you're enjoying it. Basketball Champions League. This time Lorbeck just couldn't get past Thomas, and Banvit can extend their lead. Little hesitation move. That's beautiful one-on-one play from Tony Taylor, who's been outstanding. 17 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds so far. And that 3-pointer is short from Hovrat. Have Olimpija, Petrol Olimpija, have they got anything in the tank for a final push? Yeshim to Taylor. Banvit with a 5-point lead. Just coming to halfway through the first overtime. Yeshim, long three. He's off. Kulig misses the tip, loose ball, and Kulig again. That's great hustle from the Polish international. High pick and roll, ball's loose, but it doesn't matter for Tony Taylor. He gets it back. He's got the Midas touch at the moment, scoring, providing, and giving Banvit a 7-point lead. Time out in Bandırma, Turkey. Little hesitation, got the defense to stand up momentarily. That's all he needed. He got the opening. And Okor now has got to compose his team, compose himself, because the technical foul which gave Banvit that 1-point impetus without any seconds off the clock in this overtime has now led to a 7-point lead. Not much being said there. What can he say? And coach Filipovski, he must be happy. Taylor with 22 points, Galera with 8 rebounds. Excellent input from a lot of these players. Vidmar is able to rest. Kulig comes in and is active. Morgan out of the game for Olimpija. That's a big loss for them. I'm sure he'd like to rewind the clock and not to be fouling Kulig when he had his back to the basket outside the key, close to the end of regulation. But it's all lifts and buts, and we are approaching 2 minutes remaining in the first overtime. Who's going to be the hero here on in for Banvit or Petrol Olimpija? Devin Oliver. He's going to have to take some offense. Nice finish. Goes in. It looked at the basket and said no. And it spun out for Drazen Budnic, the 31-year-old Croatian. And an 8-second. So we have an 8-second violation here. It's 360 all the way round. We've got an 8-second. That's sloppy by Banvit. Let's see if Petrol Olimpija can benefit from that. Lorbeck drives to the basket, and that misses. He gets his own rebound. Great hustle from Dom and Lorbeck. And emotions running high for Banvit. Let's have a look. He keeps with it, gets his own rebound, or tips it to himself. And as both teams in team fouls, with the clock stopped at 1 minute 29 remaining. Lorbeck knocks down another clutch shot. He already knocked down a clutch 3 in regulation from the corner. He's on 6 points now. Make that 7, very coolly done. And double and pressure up the floor, they've got to do it. They've got to try and hurry. Banvit into a mistake, the ball's loose. But it's back with Tony Taylor, which is where they want it. Taylor. Geshin back to Taylor. Shot clock winding down to 5 seconds. Taylor is fouled by Devin Oliver. Yeah, Oliver off balance. And now Tony Taylor. That's his 3rd foul for Oliver. Tony Taylor will go to the free throw line. Try and extend Banvit's lead. So he's been excellent, 22 points, 4 assists, 2 rebounds, 9 of 12 field goals in 35 minutes of play. Only Angelo Calero has played more minutes, he's played 40. And Taylor knocking down some clutch shots just when his team needs it. Trying to banish the memories of last week. The triple overtime loss in Italy. They're a 7-point lead, but they know, and as we are finding out in Basketball Champions League, anything can happen, and it just has. Doman Lorbeck again with a deep 3, keeping Olympiaja in contact with Banvit. Under a minute remaining. Kulig. Possibly a flop there. He's already got 1 plaster on. He almost needed another. Shot clock running down to 4. 3 balls loose. Shots up. Front of the rim, and Devin Oliver gets the rebound. Great outlet. Hovrat fakes. Oh, he couldn't get the pass back out. And here comes Calavero missing the layup. After all that, it's Thomas. Span. 3-pointer. Too long. From Bubnic. 3-pointer under a lot of pressure. Ball still loose. And as the clock expires in overtime, Banvit finally get their first victory in the Basketball Champions League. Unbelievable ending. Petrol Olimpija trying so valiantly to get a score at the end. And the final score is Banvit 83, Petrol Olimpija 83. It's 87 Banvit, 83 Petrol Olimpija. And the coach still talking to the refs. What a game here in Turkey. As we look at the game stats, it's an amazing comeback from Olympiaja. 22 assists, which really led to that. Both teams with 5 steals. But Banvit have their first win. They go to 1-1 in the Basketball Champions League. And Petrol Olimpija go to 0-2. And here's the scorers: Taylor with 24, Morgan with 22 for Olimpija. Calliero 9 rebounds. Huge game for him. Geshin with 2 steals, Horabet with 3. And the top scorers: Taylor 24, Morgan 22. But the key statistic at the top, Banvit 87 and Petrol Olimpija 83 after 1 period of overtime. And the Banvit team celebrating with their supporters with all of them jumping up and down. That's a fantastic win. Extraordinary scenes here in Berderma at the Kara Ali Akarspor Salonu Arena. And the home crowd will go home very happy and relieved as we look at the Group C standings. Banvit move up to third, and Olimpija remain in seventh with the 2 losses. Heartbreak for the Slovenians. They fought so valiantly. They were 2 points ahead with only a few seconds remaining in regulation, as Kulig, with his young child there with the headphones on. I wonder if he's been listening to the commentary or just to block out the noise as we look at some of the highlights from the game. Devon Oliver with a deep 3. There were some great highlights, some great fights from both teams. Horovat with his plaster on, having got an elbow earlier in the game to the middle of his forehead. Block there from Kulig. He had a very strong game, especially when Vidmar had to go out and rested. And this was a crazy play. Morgan all alone. He was a big loss for Olimpija in the overtime. They missed him. He fouled out just at the end of regulation. He ended up being their top scorer with 22 points. This was the span 3 that gave hope. Strong fundamentals there from Morgan with the left-hand finish. And Tony Taylor, a nice hesitation and pull-up jump shot. Geshin blowing past Horovat and Morgan, who were both on 4 fouls at that time, and no help came. And that was the slam of the game, and Morgan showing no respect to Vidmar. Left-hand slam. But Vidmar's probably thinking at the end of the day, we beat you, son. But he was fired up, Morgan. Seeing it from all angles, looks as good. And that was a big-time move from Domin Lorbeck. And equally as big from Morgan. This was the 3 in the corner from Lorbeck. And then that's the move from Bubnic that gave Olimpija hope that they could actually win this game. But Tony Taylor was huge at the end of regulation and in overtime. And that gave Banvit the win, which they so needed after the triple overtime loss in Venezia last week. So I'll leave you with the highlights. I hope you've enjoyed this offering of Basketball Champions League, and we'll see you next week for Game Day 3.